Hi and welcome to my Soul Tribe. My name is Miriam Rose. If you like this video, please make sure to subscribe, set the bell on all, like, comment and share, as I really appreciate all of your support. Now let's get on with the video. Britney Spears, who just turned 41 on December the 2nd, is an American singer, often referred to as the Princess of Pop. She is credited with influencing the revival of teen pop during the late 1990s and early 2000s. After appearing in stage productions and television series, Britney Spears signed with Jive Records in 1997 at the ripe age of 15. Britney Spears' conservatorship, which lasted for 13 years, was terminated just about a year ago. But she's still fighting many battles, mainly against her family. 1 year ago, Britney Spears fans were overjoyed to learn that her conservatorship had finally been terminated. The conservative legal arrangement came into effect back in 2008 and saw the pop star's life and finances being controlled by Jamie Spears and a group of lawyers. Jamie Spears is Britney Spears' father. However, there was a huge and famous #FreeBritney movement which was conducted by her fans, and they were voicing their concern for how Britney was coping. The guardianship wound up being reviewed in court a year ago in 2021. Britney denounced Jamie and her entire family before a judge in June that year, accusing them of doing nothing to help her, while she'd been struggling for the past decade. She stated that in spite of all of her wishes to have more children and to begin a new chapter of her life with her long-term boyfriend, Sam Asghari, who is now her husband, she wasn't even allowed to have her IUD removed. Neither was she allowed to get married under the conservatorship. She compared her experience to sex trafficking. It was reported that Jamie Spears authorized a 24-hour-a-day surveillance over Britney's bedroom as well as her phone, without her even having any knowledge. It was a huge win for Britney when the court-appointed conservatorship finally came to an end on November the 12th, 2021. However, the last 12 months have been turbulent for Britney Spears as she was navigating her newfound freedom as well as several legal battles. A month after the conservatorship was lifted, legal fights over Britney Spears' financial matters and the alleged surveillance of her personal space began. Britney hired an attorney, Matthew Rosengart, who had alleged that Jamie had mishandled all of Britney's money when he was her conservator. And in December of 2021, Matthew Rosengart raised the issue of financial mismanagement against Jamie. Jamie Spears requested that Britney continue to pay his attorney fees of $1,200 per hour. Britney's lawyer called the move shameful, while tons of internet users, including Britney herself, questioned her father's integrity. In January 22, Matthew Rosengart claimed that Jamie had wasted Britney's fortune, as he detailed his spending habits in another court hearing. It was around this time that Britney and her legal team requested that Jamie sit down for a formal deposition, which he would allegedly go on to avoid for several months. In May, Britney as well as her team of lawyers claimed that Jamie Spears had not even appeared for 3 of their proposed deposition hearing dates. Rosengart suggested that Jamie was running and hiding from answering Britney's questions to avoid taking any accountability for his alleged financial mishandling. Rosengart also accused Jamie of continuing to harass and bully Britney Spears before claiming that he had also paid himself $6.3 million of Britney's money. Jamie Spears, on the other hand, continued to deny all allegations against him and any kind of wrongdoing. Having said that, a judge denied his request, ruling that it most likely wouldn't produce any information relevant to the case, and ordered that Jamie must sit down for a formal deposition and provide all documents related to the alleged electronic surveillance of his daughter. In the meantime, Rosengart publicly questioned why Jamie had filed the request in the first place, stating that any decent father would believe that their daughter wasn't lying and would thus accept the court's ruling. The lawyer stated whether he believes it or not, whether he accepts it or not, his daughter feels traumatized by what she went through at his hands for more than a decade. In fact, for an entire 13 years. Jamie Spears finally went on to appeal the judge's unfair decision. According to Jamie, it was unfair that he should have to sit for a deposition, filing legal documents in September to the California Court of Appeals. That same month, a judge also denied a motion from Britney's mom, Lynn, that requested that the singer cover her $663,203 legal bill. Currently, it's not clear how long it will take the court to rule on Jamie's request. However, Rosengard has recently filed another motion to sit him down for a second deposition, with the lawyer keen to ask more questions about his mishandling of Britney's fortune. Britney also found herself facing another legal win just last month after a judge ruled that she will be able to ask TriStar Entertainment, the company she was formerly managed by, about the surveillance allegations. From a legal perspective, things are looking promising for Britney Spears. However, it is not only battles in the courtroom that she is facing and she has had to face over the year after her conservatorship has finished. Britney Spears has also feuded with just about every member of her inner circle, beginning with her immediate family. Britney's long-running spats with her mom and younger sister have only reached new heights this year, erupting just days after her conservatorship was terminated. Britney's mother, who is a churchgoer, was dragged by Britney, shared in November on social media, publicly condemning her mother, again in June, July, as well as August. Most memorably, Britney claimed she got no response from her mother after texting her to say that she feared her doctor was trying to unalive her while she was being held at a mental health facility, which she previously said she'd been forced to stay in for over 4 months. Her mother, Lynn, hit back at this by seemingly accusing Britney of editing the messages, sharing a screenshot of her own, as she claimed she also had the whole conversation. But the pop singer was having none of it and responded with a lengthy post about how her prayer-loving mom has long pretended to be a responsible, perfect parent. Having said all that, Britney also had a messy public feud with her sister Jamie Lynn, which flared up when the latter chose to release a personal memoir just 2 months after Britney was freed from the conservatorship. Jamie Lynn made a series of televised appearances in the run-up to her book's release in January, in which she repeatedly commented on Britney's decade-long struggle under the legal arrangement, despite the pop star making it clear she didn't want her sister to speak out. At this point in time, Britney had yet to formally address its termination herself and admitted that she was still frightened to do the interviews. Britney and her legal team condemned Jamie Lynn for choosing to publicly discuss very sensitive matters. In fact, Britney's lawyer, Rosengard, ended up sending her a cease and desist letter threatening Jamie Lynn with legal action if she continued to speak on Britney during her promotional campaign. Over the next few months, Britney found herself embroiled in several more spats, this time with lovers from her past, including Justin Timberlake, Kevin Federline, and Jason Alexander. In March, Britney accused her ex-boyfriend Justin Timberlake of weaponizing her name to bolster his career back in the early 2000s. Although she didn't go into specifics, Spears very pointedly and now deleted Instagram post mentioned an ex whose first album claimed she had done him dirty for fame and attention. People quickly made the connection to Justin Timberlake and his debut solo album Justified, which featured his infamous hit Cry Me a River. This song largely insinuated that Britney had cheated on him and thus been the cause of their breakup in 2002. In April, Britney got caught up in a feud with her ex-husband Kevin, with whom she shares 2 sons, after she claimed he previously refused to see her when she was pregnant. Kevin's lawyer quickly denied Britney's claim, though the spat between the former couple erupted massively by August, when Kevin himself went on record to begin discussing his strained relationship with Britney. Kevin stated that their sons, Preston and Jaden, ages 16 and 15, respectively at the time, were embarrassed by the minimally censored nude pictures that Britney frequently posts, a statement that she quickly hit back at, along with the support of Sam, her current husband. And Jayden actually ended up speaking out about Britney's social media posts himself. He sat down for an interview with ITV News to discuss his and his brother's complicated relationship with their mother, Britney Spears. Social media helps her, he claimed. So if that's what she wants to do, that's what she wants to do. I'm not going to hate her for that. At the same time, she should come to the realization of whatever it is that stops her loving her family, he continued. It's almost like she has to post something on Instagram to get some kind of attention, he went on. This has gone on for years and years and years, and there's a high chance that this will never stop, but I'm hoping for me that she will stop. He touched on his emotional trauma, saying that he felt that his mother struggled to give him and his brother equal love and attention. He stated, "I don't think she showed enough to Preston and I," Jayden continued to say, "and I feel really bad for that." However, he insisted that he has no hate for his mother. Britney, on the other hand, felt hurt by Jayden's comments, and she fired back with a vulnerable, lengthy Instagram statement. She got candid about her parenting struggles and admitted it deeply saddened her that she had not been able to meet Jayden's expectations of a mother. "I have tried my best at being the best person I can be. To be basically held hostage in homes under nurses and BS. I hope my kids one day understand my reasoning of my play in water, revealing myself as any woman would, being held under blankets and supervision under the conservatorship. Finally at 40, without the restraints of what my family did to me, I say to my son Jayden that I send all the love in the world to you every day for the rest of my life. My love for my children has no boundaries, and it deeply saddens me to know his outcry of saying I wasn't up to his expectations of a mother. And maybe one day we can meet face to face and talk about this openly. Maybe, dear child, you can explain to me why our family would do that to anyone." There was also a 2-minute audio recording of Britney Spears talking to Jayden, stating that he won't get anything from her when he turns 18. What's more, another one of Britney's exes, Jason, resurfaced in her life in the past year on one of the most important days of her life, no less, when Britney finally got married to Sam in June. At an intimate ceremony held at the Thousand Oaks home, Jason, to whom she was momentarily married back in 2004, crashed the event and shared private footage on an Instagram Live. He was arrested and later charged with felony stalking. Along with family members as well as past lovers, Britney found herself clashing with more prominent industry figures as well. She faced backlash in September after body-shaming Christina Aguilera's backup dancers in a now-deleted Instagram post, which resulted in Christina apparently unfollowing Britney before seemingly shading Selena Gomez the following month. On both occasions, Britney hastily denied any wrongdoing. When it came to her long-lasting relationship, Britney was flourishing. She and Sam got married in June, a year from when they had gotten engaged. The wedding seemed to be largely somewhat of a fairy tale, with only the couple's nearest and dearest in attendance, including Britney's friend, will.i.am, Drew Barrymore, as well as Madonna, with whom she recreated that famous 2003 VMA's Kiss. In August, Britney made her much-anticipated music comeback with the release of Hold Me Closer, which she collaborated with Sir Elton John. The song debuted at number 6 on the Billboard Hot 100 while quickly shooting to the top spot on iTunes in over 40 countries. And just last month, the track surpassed 100 million streams on Spotify. Britney also signed a $15 million deal with Simon & Schuster back in February for a tell-all memoir, which is reportedly set to be released in January. However, Britney's personal life had its more heartbreaking tribulations over the past year. In April, the singer announced that she was pregnant. She expressed her joy in a lengthy Instagram post, which stated, "I got a pregnancy test and oh well, I'm having a baby." But she followed a month later, where she revealed that she had a miscarriage. She then stated, "It's with our deepest sadness we had to announce that we have lost our miracle baby early in the pregnancy." Britney has also opened up about her health complications this past year, stating that in February she once lost the use of her lower body after being confined to a chair for 8 hours a day when she was staying at a mental health facility treatment a whole 4 months. She stated, "I feel like it stunted my growth when I was there. I could only use my upper body because I had to sit in a chair for 8 hours a day and gave 8 gallons of blood every week. I wasn't allowed to get angry or scream or anything. I felt suffocated. At one point I thought, wait a minute, do I have cancer and they don't want me to know? And this is some secret therapy for people with cancer?" And just this week, Britney revealed that she has incurable nerve damage as a result of minimal oxygen intake. She wrote on Instagram, "Nerve damage on the right side of my body. There's no cure except God, I guess. Nerve damage is caused sometimes when you don't get enough oxygen to your brain. Your brain literally shuts down." Britney Spears continued, "In that place I didn't breathe when I was there. Nerve damage causes parts of your body to go numb. I wake up like 3 times a week in bed and my hands are completely numb. Nerves are tiny and it feels like pins and needles. From the right side of my body it shoots up to my neck." Britney continued, "And the part that hurts the worst is my temple on my head. It stings and it's scary. The last 3 years since I got out of that place, I've been in a mild unconscious state. One thing is apparent over the past year. As time goes on, Britney is growing increasingly vocal online, especially on Instagram. A large number of her fans are expressing concern for the singer, pointing out that her Instagram posts have only gotten more and more bizarre. And she agrees with those statements. And while many continue to question why Britney chooses to share odd and repetitive posts to her page, the star has yet to offer a plausible explanation. Some of comments read, "Seriously concerned after what happened to Aaron. I have to say that all these odd and repetitive posts have me worried." Someone else said, "We need proof of life." Another person stated, "This makes me so sad and worried for her. Love heart." And yet, one more reply, "Britney is not okay. Who is controlling this account? Why isn't she free?" In the meantime, it remains to be seen whether Britney will continue to release any more new music. Rumors have suggested that she is working on a revenge album, although it hasn't yet been confirmed by Britney Spears herself. Britney continues to have the support of her lawyer, Rosengard, as well as his team of lawyers, and she continues to stay her ground as far as the legal battle against her father is concerned. So, I would love to read your comments, and I would love to know what you think of Britney's end of conservatorship as the year has gone by. Do you think that she has been freed, fully freed? It seems that she has a lot of unfinished business, especially when it comes to her family, which is enthralled in all of these legalities, especially against her father, who has kept her under a conservatorship for 13 years. And allegedly, it feels like Britney Spears is not rid of all of her demons, and she has a lot of battles to face, internal battles as well as legal battles, although she is happily married. In any case, I would love to know your opinions on Britney Spears. It is a bit of a concern. It has been a concern for many of her fans for a very long time, and she does seem to overshare on her Instagram posts, and her fans are concerned, and rightfully so. What are your thoughts? I would love to know in the comment section down below. With absolute gratitude, Happy Hanukkah to those who celebrate Hanukkah, and Merry Christmas to those who celebrate Christmas, and season greetings to all who celebrate time away from work and hustle and bustle of life. Cosmic kisses to everyone. Till next time, bye for now.